What's up, Fomo fam? I bought a whole bunch of altcoins, and in all transparency I would like to show you which altcoins I exactly bought and also what my plan is for the coming months, years, whatever, weeks, also shorter time frame, longer time frame, because at the end of the day, we will bottom if we already haven't bottomed, right? And you can wait like, okay, for that 14K Bitcoin or the 12K Bitcoin or that 10K Bitcoin. But if that never comes, eventually we go back up again, right? And yeah, you can always catch the breakout if you're good at that. But I think for certain coins, it's already quite the time to already get some allocation. And that's what I did. So I would like to show you that. Welcome to the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the Fomo Factory, feel free to subscribe. We're approaching the 2K subs in like 2 months, something like that. So I love you guys so much for that. Thank you. If you enjoy this content, please take a little effort, smash that like button one more time for me to show YouTube that more people should like this content. And I also bought altcoins for our portfolio challenge, right? And for the people that don't know what it is, I'm gonna buy into portfolios. I will explain it in a bit, but you can win a full crypto portfolio. Once Bitcoin hits 100K, I'm gonna give away the biggest returns portfolio. And I already throw a couple of $1,000s in these portfolios. So if there's a portfolio that could 100x, then we will be sitting on a big ass portfolio, and that's just what I'm going to give away to the community. For now, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, and you might want to join the Fomo fam group, the Fomo Factory Telegram group. Links in the description of the video. For now, let's take a quick look at the market. This video releases at 2 p.m. UTC. It's now 8 p.m. UTC, give or take. So there's a little difference. So, you know, prices might be slightly different when you watch. But nevertheless, in the bigger picture, this is how the crypto market's now looking like. Like Bitcoin, it broke out. It did very well. And it's kind of stabilized. Do keep in mind that we, on the shorter time frame, have some kind of a double top around the $21,000 Bitcoin, right? It's a very clear double top. I mean, we have top 1 and top 2, which is usually a sign that it will come down again. But, you know, that's usually what's usual doesn't always have to happen, right? The market is looking good. Things are really looking better right now. I'm getting more bullish on crypto every single day, and every day that goes by that we are not at a new bottom, I start to wonder more like, will there be a new bottom, right? Like too many people expect it, and I don't know, this right here, it didn't feel like the bottom for people, right? That's typical what a bottom does. It doesn't make it feel like a bottom. So keep in mind that, you know, keep all, you know, opportunities and possibilities open at least, right? So I'm trying with this channel, I'm not trying to tell you that I know what's going to happen. I think that if someone does that, that's complete BS. What I'm trying to do on this channel is give you the best possibilities to do and how to act with both cases, right? So I won't say you go all in. I won't say to you what you have to do anyway, but I'm not saying you that I will go all in. I'm not saying that you should go all out. Let's prepare for both cases. So let's take a real quick look at the market, and then I want to show you which altcoins I bought, and like I said, what my plan is for the next month. So, shit, I'm gonna spill my coffee now. It starts great. All right. What I noticed, first thing is, well, we talked about Bitcoin, you know, it broke out. It was kind of in this range, right? And I will drop, I promised earlier, sorry for that, but I'm going to drop a video tomorrow on how to use TradingView for the people that don't know. But you can see that this right here is a bit of resistance, right? We had some, here there was not much going on, but especially from this right here, we had some support in that area, and here it became resistance. Here it became a lot of resistance, and now we broke above, and now we have to see like, okay, this is 21.5 gonna act as support or resistance now, right? And we can take it down a little bit up till 20K, give or take. It's also quite a support level. You'll see that we have some stuff going on right here. We had resistance here as well, here a little bit. So these are these smaller supports and resistance levels. That's why you see that it gets broken you know, to the up or the downside quite a lot. Nevertheless, it is a level to pay some attention to. Let's take a quick look at the DXY. The DXY is also looking bullish for crypto. You know, the higher the DXY is, usually that's not good for crypto, to put it very flat, right? And we were in this uptrend since August, and it was going up, perfect touches, and now it broke. And it wouldn't surprise me that the DXY will, you know, go a little bit higher, retest this as resistance, and then gets down again, right? So that's definitely possible. I've drawn this yellow box right here as a very decent support point for the DXY. Well, it went a little lower than that even, but now that I look at it, I didn't draw it that correctly, because yes, we should draw it like this, right? Because here we had a lot of stuff going on. So this is still the area for the DXY I can see it coming down to. Once we break that down, then things are still really starting to look good. Another important chart to take a look at is the 10-year yield. This is pretty interesting as well, because this one is going up. Like you could have drawn a perfect line over this, right? And that's since August as well, right? So it was going up, and it finally broke down, but it went back up again. So, you know, it looked good. For now, I feel like, okay, let's wait to see what this does. But these are all, and I will make this in my trading video, a trading view video as well. Like, what are the important, you know, charts to take a look at? What do they mean exactly? Let's take a quick look at Ethereum. I'm not sure anymore, but the last time I checked, yeah, here we go. So, I had a short open on Ethereum, which wasn't that good of an idea, because, well, it's not that bad so far, but Ethereum is looking quite bullish if you ask me. And it's especially if Ethereum is bullish, then altcoins are mainly bullish as well, because we talked about Bitcoin coming down from its year-long downwards trend, right? And it broke out. But now a couple of weeks later, Ethereum did the same thing. Like here it came down in November, right? It got rejected again in April, and now it looked like, okay, it might get rejected again. But what did it do? And that's quite funny. You know, it broke above, and now it's looking like, yeah, this might retest. Like maybe it was already a retest, right? We came all the way down here, and it doesn't have to touch perfectly, right? So, but yeah, that's kind of what I expect. Also, if this kind of breakout happens, like it doesn't go up in one line, it goes up, goes down, retest, and then if it bounces right here, this is where you want to catch it. So if you are looking to maybe buy or long Ethereum or whatever, you can wait for that to happen, and then you can make a pretty decent move out of that. The trend for Ethereum has also changed. So I was saying in my videos, like, whoa, it looks like altcoins might come down a lot. And that's for a lot of reasons. Like, one, the Bitcoin dominance is sitting basically at its lows, right? Doesn't mean it can't get lower. Yeah, it can get lower. But if we look at the Bitcoin dominance, it feels like, okay, if we are so low, it has to get back up at some point, right? And what I was saying is that, you know, if that happens while Bitcoin goes down or stays flat, then altcoins will bleed a lot. But the opportunity, the possibility, is also there that this goes up while Bitcoin goes up as well, because Bitcoin is not looking that bearish at the moment, right? If that happens, yeah, then that's not an alt season, of course, but that's at least that altcoins will do very fine, right? So, yeah, I'm really curious to see what's going to happen right there. But yeah, looking good. And the other reason I said that was mainly because, let me take one as an example. Well, let me take some as an example. Like I talked about the stochastic RSI on the weekly, right? And that's a larger time frame. But this is for SushiSwap, for example. Like the stochastic RSI was really overbought. And it was already overbought right here, right? And yeah, then there are a couple of scenarios. It could get down while the price gets down as well. Could also go sideways a little bit. But, you know, eventually if this goes down, it's not necessarily good for the price. But what also could happen, and that's what happened, goes up, stays a little bit there, and it goes even higher. And maybe it stays a little bit here as well for now, for a long time. And the price might go still a bit higher, right? So, for example, Sushi did really nice. Sushi did a 3x, give or take, right? That's just one example. There are a lot of altcoins that are doing pretty well right now. But it's kind of a popcorn effect, right? Some altcoins are doing quite well. Some altcoins are not doing anything. Some are, like going down. When do you want to catch these altcoins? Well, I saw Miles Deutsche from Crypto Banter. He talked about that, and it's pretty smart what he said. It's like this is what let me remove this. This is what an altcoin chart basically now looks like, right? This is just reflecting the the average altcoin chart. What you want to see is like, okay, at the beginning, usually an altcoin goes flat. It comes out, but most of them don't have the hype yet, don't have the product yet, still have to, or don't have the market conditions in their favor, whatever it might be. So it goes sideways for a little while. So that's why you accumulate. Then you get the run up, right? This is not where you want to buy necessarily. Maybe you want to buy the dips on the way up, but eventually this is the point where you already want to be prepared and take your profits. Then it goes down, right? Right, so that's just waiting, and you don't want to buy all the time when it goes down. Then you're catching falling knives. And if it's a good project, it will eventually go back up and you make some profits, but you could better wait till it really, like this, stabilizes, right? So you want to take a look at an altcoin chart that kind of looks like this. This thing has been going sideways from May. It's now almost November, so more than half a year. It's going sideways, right? And if you really zoom in, you'll see that, it's more than just sideways. It goes up a little bit, goes up. But this is Chainlink, for example. And what is Chainlink doing? Well, this is just purely sideways. Like you could say, okay, but it has some higher lows and maybe some, like, it's not on higher high yet, but we have a low right here, we have a low right here, we have a low right here. So it makes higher lows. So it's not making lower lows or lower highs, right? So it's not necessarily in its downfall anymore, right? And if you then zoom out a little bit and you just look at the big picture, then you see like, okay, not that bad, right? Because this thing is now, where's my box? I think this one. It's now basically, here we go, going sideways in this area. And if it goes sideways long enough, you might be like, okay, this one has finally stabilized. So you might want to allocate. And you don't want to allocate everything at once because, dollar cost averaging, it's always the best strategy. But also, it could get another leg down. You don't know what, we know what we know right now. And that's what you see in the charts. But everything bad in the world that might happen, what we don't know yet, that can give that sudden drops, right? And you always want to be prepared. So even in the fullest of a bull run, I would say, keep some allocations in cash. That's my best tip that I could have for you, right? Let me take my coffee, get him. So, I bought some altcoins. Let's go there. What do I have to do with this right here? Here. All right. Sorry. So I bought some altcoins. Why did I bought altcoins? Well, like I kind of already explained, right? The market is looking quite better, in my opinion. And I'm getting more convinced that we have seen the bottom. If we haven't seen the bottom, then it probably looks like something like this. Then we probably going, up, down, and maybe for a short while, get a couple of bulls liquidated, get a couple of bears liquidated right here, because people always feel like shorting the bottom as well. So get these liquidations out of the way, and then we make our way to wherever we are supposed to be in the big picture. Right, so where was I going with this? My ADHD is not okay. So what altcoins did I buy? Well, let me show you. I've bought some Chainlink. Why did I bought? Well, why? I have my portfolio. I share this with you guys a lot, and I've got me some Chainlink. I really like Chainlink as a project. I think this is going to be very great. So to give you a couple of calls that I really like, this is in my medium risk portfolio. I have my low risk portfolio as well, but there's not a lot in it. There's Bitcoin, Ethereum, DOT, Matic, and Solana, I think. Chainlink is basically, well, it doesn't make much of a difference with, for example, Solana, DOT, and Matic when it comes to risk, right? Also to reward. But yeah, whatever, it's perspective. But Chainlink, yeah, I like Chainlink. Chainlink has been stabilized for quite a while already as well. We just looked at this, by the way. But Chainlink, it came from far. It came from $50, now sitting at $8. I think Chainlink could definitely hit some new all-time highs in the next bull run. This is one of these projects that's not going away. It didn't break its downtrend yet. It kind of depends how you look at it, because if you do not count in this fake out and we draw the line like this, then it did, right? But I think in most of my experience, fake outs are especially the most important things, because that's exactly where it got stopped out, right? So that it is an important level. So Chainlink is looking pretty interesting right here. I think well, within a month, we are going to see some action on Chainlink. For the long run, it's just a good project. Phantom, I didn't buy that. As you can see, I'm down 70% on Phantom. I lost a lot of money with Phantom. It's just because I bought a lot in the last bull market. I was naive. I made my mistakes with Phantom a lot. Mainly, I learned a lot from that. But what I also learned is not to sell in the loss, right? If you believe in the project. So I feel like, yeah, Phantom, I want to keep that in my portfolio, but I'm not buying more now. I really bought a low, like like 16 cents or give or take, a couple of months back, to average down my cost, but still down a lot. So for me, it's just waiting for Phantom. I bought a lot, by the way. I bought a little pancake swap as well. I didn't have enough. I bought some Joe Extra. I bought some Rune. I bought some Quants. And that's it. Why did I bought Quants? Yeah. I don't know. Look, these are my quant transactions, and I'm okay with how it goes right now. I'm playing with a little money in quant. You see right here, it's nothing. But yeah, I bought some quant at $100. I bought some more at $100. I sold at 134. I sold at 157. Now I bought some more at 161 because quant. Sometimes when the price shoots up that fast, you want to take your profits, of course, right? Because usually it comes down again. But Quant's pretty much stabilizing around that top, right? And I just bought a little bit at this level because I feel like, man, it might come down still. And I'm in profit anyway, 30% on my Quant. So I feel like, yeah, it doesn't really matter. Okay, well, here, full transparency. This is what I have in this portfolio right now. So this is what I'm working on. What I'm basically doing right now is I want to work my way up till the fact that I have my complete crypto portfolio. I can show you right here, and this is basically my strategy right now. This is my crypto portfolio. All right, these numbers still don't match. It doesn't matter. But what I'm doing right now, I am calculating how much money I have to put in this complete portfolio in total. So here, what I'm doing, I feel like, yeah, I want to have my low risk that much. I want to have that much in my medium risk, that much in my high risk, and that much in my gaming portfolio. And I want to buy already 60% of every allocation. So let's say, I don't know if this is still correct, I don't think so, but let's say I have $15,000. I want to put in this portfolio, and 30% of that is going to Bitcoin, 30% to Ethereum, etc. So 30% of 15K is for $5,400, right? So off of that $5,400, I now already want to have allocated 60%, right? That's what I want to buy right now. Why 60%? Well, there's 100% in total, of course, right? And I am also 60% sure that the bottom is in right now. So that's kind of how I'm playing it. I am 60% sure that the bottom is in right now. So in that case, I feel like, okay, I also want to be 60% in crypto, because the other 40% that I might be wrong, I want to keep in cash. That's basically what I'm doing right now. If it goes down again, it doesn't, yeah, it does matter. Of course, you lose a little money short term, but I now feel like I was too busy trying to pick the bottom. And that's where you get wrecked, because at the end of the day, If you know my channel, you know that I am a big believer that Bitcoin goes to at least $200,000. I have a lot of good reasons for that. So I feel like, yeah, I can try to pick the bottom, like, yeah, 19K, maybe it goes to 15, maybe it goes to 17 again, maybe it's here at 20. But I feel like if it goes to $200,000 at least, then what am I making it myself so hard on, right? Why am I doing that? Because I don't want this to happen right now. I don't want that, you know, at a certain point, we won't see these levels again, right? Maybe that day is today. You don't know, right? Maybe this happens right now. And I also wanted to be like, I was very much thinking like, okay, if this happens, if it goes down, how am I going to play the market if it goes down? How am I going to allocate my cash, and where am I going to buy, and all that? And it's a very good way to be prepared, because that's the way you don't FOMO in and you buy low. But on the other hand, it's the other way around. It works exactly the same, right? What if this happens? Do I have enough coins, you know, to really achieve the goal that I have? And I was recalculating my goal, like, okay, this is what I have right now. I expect the market to do this. What's my goal? All right, that's the amount of money that I want to end up with in the next bull run. So how many X's does Bitcoin need to do? Is that realistic? Yeah, okay. And I feel like, yeah, I didn't have enough allocation into certain projects. So I mainly bought Bitcoin. I didn't buy Ethereum, already had some. I bought a lot of DOT. I bought a lot of Matic. I bought some Solana. My medium risk, I bought basically almost everything a little bit. In my high risk portfolio, I didn't buy anything, I think. And that's mainly because I am still not 100% sure about my high risk portfolio. I think there are some good projects there. There are some projects I want there to stay, but there are also some projects that I feel like, do I want to keep them? I'm heavily doubting Akash. I'm not sure about Pink Note. Reverse Finance also not. Trias also not. Scallop not. Basically not. ZCX I want to keep for sure. Moon River I want to keep for sure. Yeah, and that's kind of it. These are the only ones that I'm 100% sure about. So while I'm working on it, I'm still doing my research. It's not that time is like, oh, I have to do it now, but I cannot. It can't take like months. And I'm working on my gaming portfolio as well. I've bought a little more Eldora. I've bought a little Falcon Forged, and I added Spintop to my portfolio. I haven't bought that yet, but Spintop is basically really a coin that, look, I already have it in I have a Launchpad portfolio as well. It's not even here, but I have another portfolio. That's the biggest portfolio because I like Launchpads. And there's Spintop as well. And I have a lot of Seedify and all that. But I want to have it in my gaming portfolio as well. I don't know why. It just feels like I want that. So Spintop is like, it's really low cap. It has like, this is not correct. It has 1/3 of its tokens vested already, at least. So let me take a look at Spintop, at the price chart of that, because it has been coming down quite ugly. But the really bad token vesting stopped. So yeah, if we zoom out, it's still kind of in its, what the fuck did I draw there? Right, damn, let me remove all that shit. Right, so if you zoom out, then you feel like, okay, right, it went up, it came down, and now it's going pretty much sideways, right, if you zoom out. But if you zoom in, I still feel like, is it? Because, yeah, it's sitting at the same point as where it was in June, but in June it was support, and now it is resistance. So I feel like with Spintop, I think like, okay, I'm not completely sure. It could have another leg down. I don't know. I wanted to see break, well, at least this is a big level for me. So I wanted to see to you know, break this level around 1.6, 1.7 cents. That's why I'm starting to allocate, because otherwise I feel like, yeah, it might come down here as well. And that's what, like 20%, something like that. I don't want to lose that money. That's a lot, right? Well, about the portfolio that you can win. That's also a thing, right? So what did we do? What the fucking hell? What did we do? I'm having a stroke right here. What did we do? For the people that don't know, that are new to the channel, that feel like, oh yeah, feed me that altcoin porn, you master FOMO. Right, here we go. We started a portfolio challenge. I set up 4 crypto portfolios with coins that are usually called by famous YouTubers. One YouTuber is Alex Becker. So I made an Alex Becker portfolio, and that Alex Becker portfolio, okay, wait. We have 4 crypto portfolios. Each portfolio gets 15 coins, right? So I have to watch some Alex Becker videos once he finally start making these videos again, because I guess now is kind of the time to do that. But okay. And the coins that he's most bullish about, talks about most often, these are going to end up in his portfolio, and I'm going to take some really financial advice from these guys, right? So we buy these coins because I want to see, like, these YouTubers, they make all calls and they have a lot of following, but should they, right? Is it really, like, are they that good? Let's take it to the test. Let's see. So I'm gonna buy that. I did it with Crypto Banter as well, with BitBoy, and with you guys, right? So that's quite fun. So what I'm gonna do is I have 15 coins in every portfolio. I started with, I don't even know. I want to allocate at least $2,000 in every single portfolio, right? So that's $8,000 coming from my own pocket that I'm gonna allocate in these portfolios. So 2K, right? At the low, it's a bear market. It's a good time to do this, right? Once Bitcoin hits $100,000, we're gonna look at all these portfolios again, and then we're gonna see which portfolio has the biggest returns by then. And that portfolio is going to be given away, to you guys, right? So like I said, all you have to do for now is just subscribe to the channel. I will make a great update on this. But I can't put giveaway or whatever in the title, because then YouTube deletes my channel. I've been there 3 times. YouTube doesn't like people giving money to people or something like that. I don't know. They're well, I can say that as well. And I'm gonna get deleted. Censorship, man. It's really bad. But I'll let you know. So these are the portfolios that I'm buying into. Well, for Alex Becker, for now, I'm just dollar costing a little bit here, dollar costing a little bit there, because I have, like, all the coins for the community portfolio, we already have them. I have almost all coins for the BitBoy portfolio. For Crypto Banter, not really. And for Alex Becker, not, right? I have, I don't think I want to buy Gala, Ultra, and Veracity. Because Ultra might be in Crypto Banter's portfolio, and Gala as well. Veracity is just fucked up when it comes to the tokenomics, like who's going to buy this, right? So yeah, I'm waiting for the low caps when it comes to that, because Alex Becker has some low caps that he called in the last bull run. But yeah, I don't know if they're still accurate, right? He doesn't talk about it, so I don't know. Let's take a look at the Banter portfolio. But yeah, Alex Becker for now down 1%. It's nothing really important. Crypto Banter is for now up 7%, so it's okay. It's mainly because of Wasder and Stargate Finance. And let me show you. Yeah, here we go. It's not a lot yet. So I'm putting a lot of coins in these portfolios already, right? This is now what I have, like all these coins, I don't have them yet, right? I'm just adding what I hear them talk about. And the more they repeat it, the more bullish I think they are about it, the bigger the chance that I'm gonna keep it in that portfolio. And I want some Degen stuff, right? So that's Crypto Banter's portfolio for now. We have a BitBoy portfolio. BitBoy is only calling the high cap. So like I said, I don't think he is going to win this, but yeah, who knows? He calls Ethereum, Cardano, Algorand, Quant, Sandbox, Optimism, Polygon, XRP, HDERA, ApeCoin, Filecoin, Aptos, IOTA, and Ravencoin. So these are, I think, already give or take 15. So I'm gonna buy into this as well. BitBoy is now up 3.4%. So, you know, I just bought basically everything. So it's not like this is already interesting. And we have the community portfolio. And the community portfolio is now, well, basically the same still. There we have these coins. We started at 60 coins, give or take. You guys called so many coins. And very democratically, we try to, you know, delete some stuff because, yeah, we don't know. It's hard, right? So I had to let a lot of people down. A lot of people don't like me anymore. That's what I said at the beginning, but that's how it's going to be. You know, we can't have 60 coins. So we have LCX, Engine Starter, Polkadex, SNFTS, PancakeSwap, RFox, Oasis, Rose, Cadena, AGX, ALBT, BeamSwap, Ikami, Nervous Network, SolChicks, and Defina Finance. So I think we got some really decent fucking plays in this one. I like this portfolio. And let me know which one you think is going to win. I think this one is going to win. Why? Because so many different people with so many different opinions came together. They combined their ideas. They agreed with each other. And this is what it eventually became. Plus, we have a very good ratio between some high caps, some safe coins, but also some really decent plays. Like, you know, SNFTS, microcap, Defina microcap, BeamSwap microcap, SolChicks microcap, Engine Starter microcap, and from here it's getting low cap, low cap, low cap, and only here we have the high cap. We have basically 4 high caps right here, plus Nervous, I think, LCX, I'm not quite sure. Oh, yeah, 37 million. So it's not a lot of high caps right here as well. So it's a high risk, high reward portfolio, but, you know, if it does 100x, great, you get 100k, 200k, and if it goes to shit, doesn't matter because you haven't invested, right? It's my money. So yeah, I kind of like it. I tried to buy already into everything. There's almost $1,000 in this portfolio. Kind of stupid that, like, LCX, for example, I already bought $150 into LCX, so I'm not really dollar costing into this one, but it's mainly because, like, I bought it on Uniswap. I don't like Coinbase or Kraken, really. I don't use LCX exchange, and for the rest, there wasn't really much left for me to use right there, except all, yeah, the kind of shit exchange here, right? But I don't want to pay. I don't want to pay $5 worth of fees when I buy something for $50. Like, that's 10%. So I just felt like, man, let me just buy already $150, and if it really goes down, yeah, we see from there. We see from there. So that's it for LCX. Yeah, we'll see about this portfolio, how it's going to do. I'm very curious. And I try to make some videos in the meantime to keep you kind of, you know, updated. We're going to check out how we can keep this interactive in the meantime, because it takes a while before Bitcoin hits 100K. And in the meantime, I don't want to let this, you know, die and people forget about it. This will go on. I will find a way. When do I think Bitcoin is going to hit 100K? Well, look, great, Bitcoin is going a little up again. But when do I think Bitcoin is going to hit 100K? Well, best question, when do you think Bitcoin is going to hit 100K? Leave a comment. I'm really curious about your thoughts on it. I can't give you my thoughts, but, you know, that's not your opinion, that's mine. So, but, you know, it's really doing pretty fine, Bitcoin. I'm really, like, kind of happy with it, except that my Ethereum short is still open. That's kind of fucked. Whatever. Let me take a look. But when do I think Bitcoin is going to hit 100K? Well, very quickly. I talked about this a lot, so I don't want to wrap up the video. But based on the previous cycles, the halvings, this time so far it's not different. You could say, like, oh, no, we're in macro, we're now in a recession. But the cycle is not different. It goes exactly the same as every single other time. So, you know, let's assume that that's also going to stay like that. Then it's very understandable. Well, then it's basically guaranteed that Bitcoin will hit its all-time high around the end of December 2000, or around the end of 2025. So around December, November, December, something like that, right? That's when it will hit its all-time high, in my opinion. But let's view back in 3 years from now. It's a long time still. Let's take a look then if I was right about that. But that doesn't mean that Bitcoin won't hit 100K before then, right? Because that's the run-up. This is the run-up. This is the top, right? But if we look at this cycle, for example, again, like Bitcoin was sitting at a all-time high of 20K, right, in end of 2017, but it made a new all-time high in end of 2020, right? And there we go. We hit the really the all-time high end of 2021, right? So, but based on that cycle, it made a new all-time high already a year before we got our final all-time high, right? If we take a look at this cycle, let me see if I can make something out of this. I haven't seen this before, so I don't know what this is going to be. End of 2013, and it made a new all-time high at the end, give or take, 2017. So also 3 years later, we made a new all-time high. So that would suggest that Bitcoin will be sitting around, you know, history is not going to repeat, but just based on what happens, right? That would suggest that Bitcoin would be sitting, let me take a look, it's not 2022 and not 24, that Bitcoin will be sitting around 60, 70K at the end of 2000, in 2 years from now, right? And in the meantime, there's a lot of money to be made, don't get me wrong. Right, 100K, this is the run-up towards this, right? So in a year, it has to go find a new all-time high. Well, it could surpass the 100K quite quickly. I think mid 2025, my best guess. So, sorry. In my opinion, it's still going to take a while. And what the fuck is BNB doing? Whoa! This thing is going to fly. It's crazy. What the hell? All right. So, but with that being said, yes, sorry. It could take a while. I don't know why I'm saying sorry for that. It's not my choice. But it could take a while. It doesn't matter. We have time. We have time. We have time. Let's prepare. Let's learn. Let's build. Get a second job. Do everything that you can right now because this is the portfolio challenge. Very nice, of course. But for your own portfolio, it also goes. Take your time, learn, educate yourself, read into stuff, dollar cost average. You will be fine. I promise you that you will be fine. The impatience always lose from the patient people. That's basically it. Next video about TradingView. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye.